So another thing we looked at was embryo donation and what countries allow that. And we were surprised to find almost all of them do allow embryo donation except for 2, and that was Italy and Switzerland that do not allow embryo donation.
So in Switzerland, you can, they will automatically dispose of your embryos after 5 years, but you can get a 5-year extension. So it would be 10
Only
years,
one 5-year extension.
One 5-year
so
extension.
So 10 years max.
Yes.
And
10
then
years
they're going to
max.
be disposed of.
But if you don't apply for that extension at 5 years, it's,
Yeah, which is crazy because you would be like coming up on that.
Yes.
Where they would just dispose of your embryos.
Yes.
Like which is crazy. But anyways, the interesting thing is that in Italy, they do not allow disposal of embryos.
Right.
So you're not allowed to
disposal.
dispose of them. You're not allowed to donate them. And they can't be used for research.
So
Italy, what does one do?
What does one do other than use all of your own
and that's just not always possible. And the interesting thing is, too, they also don't limit the number of embryos you can make. So other countries do that. They control it by limiting how many you can
embryos
make, and Italy doesn't. So we were kind of laughing, like, if you're from Italy, please chime in and let us know how this works, because it's like you could get in a position where you have a lot of embryos, and then there's nothing you're allowed to do with them if you don't end up using them.
It just seems like if you're going to have those regulations, you also must regulate how many are being created from the outset. Which
I think, or I wonder, because Italy used to have very strict guidelines, like on the level of what Germany's is, and right now they're the most strict. And then in 2009, they voted to change a lot of those things. And so I'm just wondering if they couldn't let go of those two things. They held on to those. Yes, like they were able to overturn everything else and make it a little bit more open for people, but that maybe in that decision-making process, they weren't willing to budge on the donation or the disposal. Right. But now I feel like that would present a dilemma for some people. Yeah.